This is Paul Singh, Market Speculator, with the trade report for Thursday, July 13th, 2017. Big day yesterday, big breakout, breaking this range here with SPY up 0.75%, testing now the highs we talked about earlier in the week. We wanted to see how it reacted to support, and we finally got the break. IWM percentage-wise, about the same, but off the highs, not quite as strong, although still gapping up and nearing highs. And then the Qs really strong yesterday, up 1.19%, breaking the 50-day moving average, and now kind of in the middle of this range, heading towards highs. We took a position in the Qs. We'll talk about that in a second. We used the pop yesterday to take profits in Netflix as it reached the target level we had talked about. So nice trade here with Netflix. We'd entered right in here around 150, broke that 50-day moving average, got to the top of this range. Now, Netflix is still on our focus list now after this nice win here. If it consolidates and breaks this range, we would get back in and play it to a test of the highs. Two entries yesterday. We entered TQQ, which is a triple leveraged ETF for the Qs. You can see here up 3.5%. We're basically playing that big tech is going to start moving here after this this support remount level here. Entered in the low 103s, already up to 104, almost 104.50, and we're going to play this to the top of the range. So if it just tests the highs, we're going to get a nice win with TQQ. Also entered biotech. Let's take a look at IBB. Kind of breaking the range here, percentage-wise, 0.64%. And we can look at XBI as well. Pretty much the same pattern. And then the trade we took is LABU, remounting the 9. Looks like it's breaking this trend here, and a test of the highs would get us to our target level, and then we could play it again if it broke the high. So that was the idea behind LABU and TQQQ. We're basically saying that the market is going to at least test the highs after yesterday's breakout. Huge move with SFSLR up almost 5%. We entered here right around the 9 EMA at 39, almost up to 42. One pop this morning, and I would probably look to take profits here if it gets to 42.50 to 43. And then finally, X also moving nicely up almost 2.5%. We're back to almost 23. If it pops close to 24, I would look to take profits here, and we are going to be in the 23s at the open. So 4 positions, I like them a lot. Now we'll continue to look to add, again, slowly if the market continues to move here. And let's look at a few other areas. Oil has been really choppy. We're not going to take any positions in oil at this point, even though it looks starting to look a little better here. Same goes for energy, and then financials looking decent, but I think there are other better opportunities right now. And then semiconductors also very strong right now, very similar to the Qs. Watch list here, we're going to go with Facebook. I almost entered Facebook on the high break. It is breaking to all-time highs now. Decided to wait for a bit of a pullback. So if it can pull back in here, I would look to enter Facebook. Might be a couple of days. Amazon broke that 1,000 level we were talking about, and it's got a high here around 1,020. The reason I didn't take it was I want the opportunity to take more positions, and for me to take 50 shares here, that's going to be about $50,000. I don't want to take up that much capital right now, but I do like Amazon a lot. NVIDIA, I love NVIDIA, but it's just so extended here, moving from 140 to 162. I'd like to see it consolidate before entering. Tesla, we want to see a remount of the 50-day moving average. If it does that, I will likely get back in. AAOI, very similar to NVIDIA here, and again popping this morning. TTD, lower float stock, looking really strong. Needed to consolidate a little bit. BABA, very similar to Facebook. Breaking the highs, just needed to pull back in a little bit. If you're looking for another solar, I'm happy with one, but CSIQ, very strong here. Then casino stock, Win, almost took Win yesterday. Like it a lot here, but probably will wait for a high break. And then finally, you display the index, triple leveraged. SPXL, very strong, up to over 2%. Yesterday, maybe a break of the high here. So if I do look to add another position, I'm happy with 4 here, but maybe today or tomorrow I add one more. I'd probably want a pullback from one of these stocks that have run a bit here. Facebook, NVIDIA, AAOI, BABA, one of those are probably my favorites right now. Also Tesla on a rebound. So that's it for the trade report. I'll see you guys later today or early tomorrow.